Oh, now we're live. Okay. You always do the delay.
I know.
You do it on purpose to trick me out. I love it. Hello. Happy Thursday, my friends on the internet, both around our virtual table. Hello, friends. And around our virtual audience chamber. I don't know what you know,
Mind
the viewing
Palace?
hall,
I don't
Mind
know,
Palace.
right?
Yeah, in my internet Mind Palace. Hello. Thank you for joining us today, or indeed whatever day you are catching up on this show. It's appreciated. Welcome. We're going to play some of our Midwinter Keening game, of course, set in the wonderful campaign setting of Svilland, very Norse inspired. Oh, and what's up? Hey, it's me, North Shore DM. This is the Superior Adventurers Guild. I drive for like 10 hours at least a day. So my brain is mush. I've been listening to people discuss how to better start the official D&D adventure books than what is written. And it was very enlightening. But so my brain is now mush.
Oh, who was talking about that?
So there's a great podcast called Mastering Dungeons with Sean Merwin and Teos Abadia. It's awesome, and they have a very recent series. It's like 4, 5, 6 parts where they do like they talk about everything. I'm not even finished with it. I'm up through the Acquisitions Inc. book that they, of course, also wrote. And then they're like, hey, this is a better way to do it than how we wrote it initially. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's meet my friends who will play D&D with. Hello, friends. Again.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, guys. Michael.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Stop
Michael.
holding your breath.
Yeah.
Michael, are you okay?
Your face is going to be like that permanently.
Oh, man. Poor guy.
No, I just got my first glimpse of that, and that's pretty awesome.
I log into. I never watch
Oh,
Twitch
yeah.
when I'm DMing, and I definitely logged in so that I can see what it was.
I'm a necromancer and jitted out a ding dong. What's that, Michael?
I think that's exactly
Love you,
how
buddy.
it sounds.
How can you tell the difference?
You're uncanny.
So good.
Yep.
What do we do now? Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, you should. Please.
Should I go first? I'll go first. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy. I'm playing Stieg Egilson, that's old. 4th level Rune Walker, which is the Svilland version of a wizard.
Oh, wow.
And,
Nice.
I'm just
hoping to... What flavor of Rune Walker are you?
Path of Protection.
What does that mean?
That just means that...
Are you going to protect us?
It makes it a little harder to kill squishy old Stieg.
And you indeed did not die during a giant battle.
No, I almost died twice.
Of enemies.
I almost died twice, but
yeah,
I hung in there.
You were like one toe onto the Bifrost.
Yeah.
We're just ready to go.
Thanks to False Life and the necromantic facsimile of life that I cast upon myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the necromancer then. What do you think, Michael? Nope. Nothing.
Yeah,
I think that's a yes. I think that means yes.
Silence means agreement.
Yeah.
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 It does not.
It actually doesn't.
Yeah, right. Aw. This is what happens when you
what
was it, a show? You want to go to he's at a show right now, or
is that a concert?
He's at a concert.
Michael,
Yes.
we miss
This
you,
is what we
buddy.
do to you.
Like you can't play D&D from the crowd or something. I'm sure.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. If you can't live stream D&D while moshing the pit,
Mhm. Yeah.
are you really a DM?
Mm-mm.
We have all the apps on our phones now. Come on.
That's right. Yeah, just TikTok that shit.
That's how the kids
Awesome.
do it
Oh,
these days.
so
hello, Ashley. Who are you?
hello. I'm Ashley, and I play Astrid Baldur's daughter. I am a level 4 Gothi of Baldur. So I'm a cleric. And yeah, that's about it. I DM on Mondays with my own private group, and then I'm joining on Wednesdays to play with you guys for a second night of streaming. And I'm gonna be playing a game with Dave in a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Which Dave could probably tell you better about than I can, so I'll let him do it in his introduction. But it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That is our charity stream for Operation Supply Drop. Big shout out to our friends at the Game Tavern who invited us to be part of their larger in-scope fundraising effort, which is great for a small streamer like us to get involved with that. So we're super excited. Chad's a vet. We do live games for veterans in our community here in Duluth, Minnesota. And so we were super thrilled to get on board with that. I'm going to be running a game. Ashley's playing in it. Shannon's playing in it. Rob is playing in it. And Just the Human is playing in it. And the 5 of us, and maybe one more player, I can't remember, are going to be, fighting for their lives. It's going to be crazy. We'll be accepting pregame donations for that, which can allow people to gift magical weapons, health potions, even levels to the players. And then during the game, people can also do gifting of that kind of stuff, but they can also gift me with the ability to drop massive monsters into the game space to essentially snuff out the poor lives of these players and not the players, but the PCs. So very excited about that. Let's see. What do I have here?
It turns out one of the D's in D&D is dark web.
No. God, no. Oh yeah, I have a thing here. We have chat commands now. We're still learning how to use them.
Ooh.
But there's some information. You can actually use that bit link to go to the fundraising page, and you can, if you decide to give give $20 to OSD, and you can put in the comments of your donation, I want this to go to Ashley for a whatever it is you want her to get. And there's different options that you can choose based on the amount of money that you're giving. It's really slick, actually. I like the interface. So go check that out. Sorry, this was just an introduction of who I am. I'm Dave. I'm playing Vidar Gormson, who is a Scotty ranger, which is unique to this setting of Svilland. And that's all I'm going to say right now because I already said too much. Michael, anything? Nothing. Okay, Chad, back to you.
He has nothing to add.
Yeah,
He's being very quiet tonight.
he is. It's how it
That's
goes.
very unlike him.
Mhm.
You know. Hey, so of course Dave started it off by introducing himself with some rad channel updates, things that are going on, shout outs, news, whatever. So I'm gonna continue that. We are engaging in Gameholcon, which is next weekend. Not this coming weekend. I don't know how it is wherever you are, but here in the Midwest, next weekend.
It's different on the East Coast.
The weekend that is coming up in this current week. So it's different everywhere, So next weekend, October the 21st through the 23rd, is Gameholcon, the largest and most excellentest of names, but the largest TTRPG convention in the Midwest. Yes, it does have a silly name. There's a story behind it, but it's not necessarily mine to share, and it would take too long. it is located in Madison, Wisconsin, where you can go physically. You can be there physically. They are doing all sorts of things that you can find out about in their FAQs to deal with COVID and to handle that and to keep people as safe as they possibly can for those of us who desire to be there in person. Or I should say, who will be there in person, because I desire to be there in person, but I will not be there in person, sadly. But there is, of course, a very excellent virtual component that we are taking part in. We're running 2 games, one on Friday, one on Saturday. Both of them using Runehammer Games products. The Friday game I'm calling Assault on Europa 2, using the Xeno Dead Zone mechanics in game, which is very much a sort of combo board game RPG interpretation of Alien and its only sequel, Aliens
Resurrection.
Blasphemy.
Shut your mouth. There is some really good stuff that happens in that movie, but it's like a whole nother thing. That should have just been a Michael Bay movie, and nobody would have questioned it. And then on Saturday, I'm running Bearcats to the Rescue, which is set in the Bearcats. System agnostic setting that Runehammer put out. That's kind of a sci-fi interpretation of Red Dawn, the 1984 classic. And I will be using the Index Card RPG Master Edition rule set, which has just recently been released
hot off the press
through his new partner Modifius, which is awesome, fantastic. I am chuffed to bits for all hankering, as they would say.
Are you bookered to the gills?
Yep, as they would say.
Me too.
English parts of the world. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some players. We're going to be streaming it right here on the channel. Hopefully, all of the players that have signed up will actually be there. There has been some confusion as to whether or not it was an in-person or a virtual game. So hopefully everyone will show up. Hopefully at least one person. If one person shows up in any game, I'm going to make that shit work, because that's the kind of DM I am. We're going to play.
It's true.
Even if it's just you, me, in a snowstorm, we're going to do it. We won't be able to see our dice, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm excited for that. Join us. You can still sign up for games virtually. If you live in that area or desire to just get up and drive, go there, do it. It's going to be rad. Lots of really cool people are going to be there doing all kinds of amazing stuff. The D&D team will be there. I'm sure there's always like, hey, this is what's going on in D&D. Ask us questions. They're the same questions you always ask us, but ask them anyway. No, Spelljammer is not confirmed. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. And no, we're not changing the Ranger.
The Ranger's great, by the way.
That's what happens every time.
Every time I've seen a Ranger played in a game, it's been amazing. So haters gonna hate, but Ranger's gonna
Is it just
skate.
Is it just on paper that they don't look good?
On ice.
I don't know.
Andy,
since you asked, Andy,
why did you have to do that?
I'll give you
my God.
my very brief on it. There is always a difference between play styles in DMs, right? So in some games, a Ranger just isn't going to work, and in some games, a DM maybe isn't as experienced enough, or the player isn't as experienced enough to really make any of that experience worthwhile for whatever reason. So
advocate for your Rangers, people.
Yeah,
advocate for your Rangers.
I love them, man. Anyway, Dave, what do you got?
Did I already talk about Operation Supply Drop?
Yep, I'm super excited
Okay.
for that.
Yeah,
All right,
So, I'm so
I already
happy
did that.
we're able to get in on that.
That's
Yeah, me too.
Donate not just to Dave because otherwise the game will be real short.
Yeah, is Fantasy Animal Vegan on here? That this session coming up on the 23rd was made for you. So let's talk. You and I, let's talk. I have another announcement, which is that I wanted to, on behalf of everyone at this table and Michael, thank our Midwinter Keening campaign sponsors at Dream Realm Storytellers for being so amazing, sponsoring this stream, creating this fun world that we have been able to play in for, I think this is our 23rd session in Svilland already, which is amazing.
Oh, man.
We have become the Heroes of Molgor. I mean, it's a whole thing, guys. If you've been watching, you know. And if you haven't, you can go to our YouTube page, check it out, because we've got them all archived over there. But I digress. Thank you to DRS for sponsoring our game. We really appreciate it. And as part of their sponsorship, they have offered graciously to give us a PDF version of the campaign setting that we're playing in right now. We're going to give it away at the end of the stream. All you have to do to enter is type !drawing. That's right. That's all you have to do. I'm going to, let's see. I think I have a thing, right? We have these things. Did I mention that? ! Drawing, and you'll be entered to win. So please do that. We will draw a lucky winner at the end of the stream. What else can I say? You guys, if you haven't seen this, let me show you. I actually have a picture of the cover to this awesome PDF. Super fun. There are, I don't know, 15 new factions, cults, organizations, whatever you want to call them. There are 6 new races. There's new classes in here. A bunch of new archetypes. We're all playing a new archetype. So that's cool. There's 100 new spells. Did you know that? There's 100 new spells. 90 new items. And for me, because I'm not just a player, but a dungeon master, this is my favorite part. You guys already know this. The monsters. There are 31 new, I don't know why 31. That's a great number. There are 31 new monsters in this thing. So you got to check it out. It's amazing. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot in here. Let's see if I can just find, like, the art in here is amazing. I want to get to the monsters though. Let me just show you real quick. Like, who's this guy? He's not, oh my God, look at that art. Let's see where are my monsters?
Yeah,
Here we go. Here we go.
Runewalker one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
We went up against a bunch of
Cedar.
Hell's minions.
Cedar.
Where is the one with the eyes?
Oh yeah, once you get into the
Right.
monsters.
Yeah. What the hell is that thing? I shouldn't even be going this deep because I'm scared. Like, that terrifies me right there. Okay.
Yeah, don't give Chad any ideas.
Oh, Chad's
And
been
these
studying
monsters
this
are
thing.
so great. Like, you could probably put them in just about any campaign. You need
Oh yeah.
you need
Absolutely.
a new boss, and you're like, how many times are we gonna fight a lich? Let's
Yeah.
drop in some weird
let's change it up.
stuff.
I'm the
Some
top donator
interesting
right now.
guys. Yeah.
Look at
I'm
this.
the top donator.
Oh, you're multitasking. I love it. Look at this.
I have to
Anyways,
give
guys,
Ashley a
if
leg
you
up.
want to win this book, all you have to do is, oh, there we go. Hellbrute. Look at this guy. So,
Oh, the Hellbrute is nasty.
so Astrid killed one of these things in the battle against them in Molgor, right? Gundar and Astrid.
Yeah, one of
We
us
haven't-
did for sure. I
we
don't
came up
remember
against one
who
of
got
these
the
guys.
killing blow.
The Tormented
But-
Souls. Here we go. The Hell
Yeah.
Tormentor. That guy's a badass. Anyways,
So creepy.
enough of that, you guys. If you want to enter to win, please type !drawing, and you never know, you might win. So there you go. Chad, back to you.
Awesome. That's right. Donating to Operation Supply Drop is so easy. You can do it while
While you're
your
DMing,
friends are while you're DMing. Yeah.
while your
You can
friends
do-
are rambling.
While your friends are telling the viewers about cool stuff that they can win.
Michael, what are your
Um,
thoughts?
Yeah, that's what I
Nothing?
thought.
Nothing to say.
Yeah,
Kind of what I
So
expected.
quiet tonight.
it's all jammed up
honestly.
tonight.
Raspberry. Roll
Mm.
star.
It's good.
Mhm.
All right. Well, hey, let's Let's
He's gonna
talk a
hate
little
us.
bit about what happened last week in what some people would call a recap.
Mm.
All right. So if you remember, there was a big battle in town. Bad people, some of them some of them less alive than others, were attacking the town. Of course, our heroes fought them off. Aftermath of the battle. Gunder found out that nobody was assaulted at his farm, although a door was broken down, I think. Stieg and Vidar and Astrid, of course, did the best thing that you can do after such a large physical endeavor, and that's eat food, which is, of course, I'm always hungry after fighting
The
hordes of
undead.
hordes of the undead.
Even
Yeah.
heroes have to have breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, right. You can't start the day without bacon, eggs,
Omelets.
beans,
Brunch of champions.
yeah,
Wheaties.
tomatoes,
A lot of Wheaties.
mushrooms, mead. They took a look at that interesting gold chain that Astrid acquired from the Hellbrute. A gold chain the size of like a big chain link, because it was around a giant dude. That, of course, was like a charm bracelet for ears. It wasn't magical. It wasn't magical. It was just a big gold chain with ears on it.
So gross.
People found out about Stieg's backstory a little bit, but his parents didn't like that he was a wizard. They really wanted him to go to sheep shearing school, so he could learn how to be a great sheep shearer and raise sheep. But he doesn't like them. They're boring. He just wants to do cool stuff and be a wizard, blow shit up and get drunk on the ice.
A life of privilege.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So mom and dad, don't judge me for my choices. Says a guy playing D&D on the internet. The Jarl showed up, of course, and was like, hey, this is bad stuff, right? And they were like, yeah. And he was like, okay, so we need this taken care of. Obviously, y'all are the only ones who can do it. And then the party was like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you do this before? And he's like,
It's complicated.
Social complications. You know how it is.
Yeah, we did kind of call him out, didn't we?
Social hierarchy. He also wasn't in charge then either. So, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Joe Biden, why didn't you stop the January 6th attacks? You weren't the president yet. Oh, it wasn't my fault.
What?
Sorry, that was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Just channeled something else for a minute.
Yeah, I know. So of course, the party, the heroes are like, hey, this seems like a big job. Can we get some help? And he was like, oh, let's see what we can do. So people showed up with some stuff, and they got some cool items that we totally had pre-planned. Nope, we rolled them out right there and just made them up what they do on the spot, because that's the kind of D&D game you too can run if you put your mind to it.
We love tables.
Yeah, I do. I really love random fucking tables.
So good.
And yeah, they got some really cool items. Some of them exceedingly powerful, like a bow that can do ×4 damage. Only 4 times, but it's still pretty rad. And they have a goal. They're gonna go to the Fogbear's village, where they've heard through a guy that they interrogated and then murdered. This Mavnus dude was going to Fogbearer's village, possibly looking for some kind of item or a gate beyond, or believes there's a gate or something. And that's where they gotta stop him, because very bad things will happen. Of course, Fogbearer's village. If you don't know, actually, you know what? Let's talk about that in real time. Because we got some other things that we need that will kind of housekeeping things. So that's where we're at. The party is ready to prepare themselves to head out. They've got some stuff. There's probably some other things that you'll need to do, and whatnot, I'm sure.
Did we already set out from Gunder's estate
I don't believe
or
so,
whatever?
no.
Okay.
We were at Gunder's, yeah.
Yeah, you were at
Yeah.
Gunder's, and you've got all this stuff.
We were divvying it up,
Yeah,
deciding who got what.
yeah, and Stieg was
What did we
you were
decide?
you had identified it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, who is getting what, by the way?
We know
Well,
some stuff.
I think the only thing we
Um,
haven't officially decided is that runestone.
That juicy runestone of plus
Mhm.
one.
So the Black Eye Sword is going to Gunder.
Yeah.
Right.
The Bifrost Wand is going to who? Astrid?
I'll take it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um,
Then there's the Wolf's Head Cowl.
Stieg was going to take that one.
Okay. There's the U Longbow, which is going to go to Vidar. So, yeah, I think I would vote for the wizard to take the plus one can be applied. Did we decide it can be applied to any item, Chad? Or
Whatever. Yep. So you could
Okay.
you could apply it to a weapon. You could apply it to armor. You could apply it to like a magic implement, like a wand or a staff or a rod or a holy symbol to boost spell stuff in that way.
wait, what would a plus one do to a cleric's holy symbol?
So in instances where you're like, I gotta make an attack roll with this attack roll spell,
Mhm.
fucking plus one.
Let me ask this. That's awesome, by the way. Let me ask this. Do any of us not have a magical weapon? Because I anticipate there will be creatures that we attack at some point or fight that need to be hit with
No.
magical.
I'm mostly a spellcaster, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a magical weapon, but I have magic.
But you're not like, yeah, you're magic, right?
Yeah.
I think we all
He
have
has to use
magic,
a
actually.
weapon. Things are horribly wrong.
Yeah. I'm cool with one of you two taking it, so
I
you don't have to decide now. You could.
You could even, should you so choose, apply it to a different piece of kit to, say, add a bonus to a relevant skill roll. Because why not? That sounds rad.
Sure.
Put it on your skis. You could have plus one skis.
He's already faster than all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
No,
I'm
he's
throwing
using
it
it as
out
an
there.
example.
Yeah.
I know.
Could I apply it to a
But-
snowball? Because I have a weapon proficiency with snowballs.
One and
No.
done.
Just
Yeah,
a
it's a
one
one
time
and done
use.
thing.
That's probably
Yeah.
the way to go, guys. A plus one snowball.
You could apply
No.
it to a
What does the
Won't
chat
allow it.
think? What does the chat think? Let's let the chat decide.
No, absolutely.
Literally
Yes.
We should
throwing
not.
it away.
We should
Fantasy
not.
animal
good
vegans here.
snowball.
No.
It's a really good
It is.
snowball.
We absolutely
is.
cannot do that.
I'll save it for the perfect time. Don't worry.
Apply it to a lamppost, and then
Oh.
get the enemies to
Ooh,
lick
put their
it.
tongue on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus one snowball. Everybody's saying it in the chat. I mean,
Yeah, not possible.
sorry guys. I'm pulling for you, Vamp. Fantasy Animal Vegan, I'm on your side here. No, one of you two should take it and apply it to something rad.
I really would like to apply it to my AC, but it's,
What's the cowl thing do?
it negates damage twice per day.
Well, that's pretty good.
Right. So if he
Yeah.
got a critical or something, like he could just wipe
Say
it.
goodbye to that. Yeah.
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 So
Which
that's
is
pretty good.
Very sweet.
Yeah. And I do have shield.
I'll take the cowl and you can take the bow. Because I'll be in melee combat, concentrating on things
do
like
not
Zephyr and
You do not want Steeg's dexterity shooting a bow.
um,
That
Knock
way.
everyone.
yeah, because I'll be running around in combat, wielding two weapons, probably concentrate on either Zephyr Strike or Hunter's Mark. So that cowl would be handy for a melee fighter.
Well, to keep concentration.
Mm-hmm. But there's so many options, and we could share it too. It's not like
That's
you have
true.
to wear it the whole time.
It's a dire wolf cowl. Two of you could fit under it.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, it's kind of roomy in
Just
here.
hold it like you're running in the rain.
Yeah,
All
under
right.
you. This is the horse trading that happens with good loot, Chad. You did this to us by
Yeah.
giving us 5 items.
Hey, I know, and here's the real talk though. You're gonna use them every second of every session from now on.
I know. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, for real.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. Should we just hold off on the runestone for now then, or what should we do?
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to decide right this minute, but
decide.
you'll want
Just
to
make a
decide
decision.
before some shit happens.
Just make a decision.
Oh,
Why don't you do
I mean, I do
parchment
wanna
rock
get you-
shears for it? The two of you. Rock parchment
Sweet.
shears on
rock
stream.
parchment shears
Just one and done. One and done.
on the stream.
Yep. Right now. You two.
But what
Rock
if like
parchment
okay.
shears.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Here we go.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
On two.
Two.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
We
okay.
gotta do this
It's
together.
gonna ruin it if it's
I'll
all
count.
out-
I'll
out of
count.
sync.
I'll count.
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, no, we
Oh,
gotta.
this isn't working.
I win.
No, there's like a slight delay. This is
Yeah.
terrible.
All right.
Terrible.
Okay,
We
Should we
can
roll
just
for it?
adjudicate this in the normal way.
Yeah.
With
Roll some dice. Roll some dice.
Please.
Here we go.
Oh,
This
die
is
roll.
D&D.
Yeah. What? You got a
D100s?
virtual tabletop?
Yeah, use a D20, please.
A D20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Astrid
lowest wins.
No,
It's not a
we're-
roll under
no,
system.
This isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Astrid, now the question is,
Yes.
what are you going to apply it to?
Oh man, my holy symbol if I can.
Yeah.
I want a +1 to everything I do.
There
Plus,
you go.
you get +1 to healing.
We just broke
+1
the
to
game.
like.
Yep.
So excited.
So
Chad, the
here's
game is
so
broken.
here's what we can do. And I'll let you decide. You can either apply it as a +1 to attack and +1 to save DCs, right? So any spell that you roll to attack with,
Okay.
you get a +1, and any spell that you roll that requires a save DC, your save DC is increased by 1.
Okay.
Or you can add it as a +1 effect. So +1 damage / +1 healing.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I
So
want.
+1 effect.
I want oomph. Because
Nice.
then, like, not only will I be more lethal, but like I will be more healing
Oh.
to everybody too.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
So we all benefit.
Yeah, right?
That's right.
Help me help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that what religion's all about?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what that's
So,
That's
and then
what
I'll
they
take
keep
the
telling
cowl,
me.
the wolf's cowl, and the bow. Then great. All right, let's move on, Chad.
Hey.
Can wizards like wear bracers or any like what kind of armor can wizards have?
Oh yeah.
Oh, light
helmets.
armor.
Light armor?
he's wizards normally are not proficient in armor.
Hmm.
Runewalker is or at least a protection rule.
Yeah, I
Archer
forgot
gets
what that was.
proficiency in light armor.
Hmm.
If he
Okay.
were to say get a feat and use a feat to gain him access to armor, he would be able to cast. Ultimately, in 5th edition, you can cast spells in any armor you are proficient in.
There you go.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So like if we marched into town for like half a day and got him like a helmet or bracers or something,
It
He's
wouldn't do
wearing
me any
armor.
good. It wouldn't do me
It
any good
wouldn't-
because I'm not proficient in that stuff.
fair.
Well,
Okay.
you're proficient in light armor.
Yeah, and I already have like brigandine or
Right. And
Studded
realistically, helmets and bracers are only a thing if they're magical. Like there's no like mechanical benefit for wearing a helmet or having bracers
yeah.
outside
I
of
was just
magic items.
trying to think of how we could
Yeah.
raise his DC without
Yeah.
magical means.
Sounds
Well,
like we
if
need
I
a
had-
montage.
If I had a better dexterity, but my opening rolls were so trash that
They were.
I had like 5 10s and
Stieg needs to start
And-
doing some Svilland CrossFit is what he needs to do.
We like
That's right.
we
Training
get
montage.
and you were
I-
given a number of chances and you continually just didn't
I
roll
know.
good.
I know. I blame the VTT.
Yeah. You know,
It's all
Bitter.
fate.
I'm bitter
There's a
after
reason.
that.
Things happen for a reason.
Anyways,
Steve.
moving
Yeah,
on.
right?
Moving on.
it just makes your character more interesting.
You want the U wand? Like, would that make it better?
Yeah,
You don't have to
wanna be
feel
able
guilty.
do some fly or whatever it does.
Dude, a flying wizard is
I
pretty
don't
awesome.
remember what it does. You could just yell out, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all," and then like fucking drop some fireballs.
I could float up 30 feet in the air and shoot fireballs at people.
Yeah,
Bolts, fire
You
bolts.
could.
and
be
then
specific.
everybody with a range attack would shoot you.
Yeah, if they had ranged attacks. But wolves don't have ranged attacks, and they almost killed us that last time.
If they have
That's
lasers
true.
for eyes, they do.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That's
when you guys
true.
face
Forget
the
about-
cyber
It's only a
wolves.
minute.
This game. All right.
I like where this is going. We're 42 minutes into the stream and we haven't even started yet.
Let's leave it the way it is.
Yep.
Cowl,
All right.
All right.
wand, bow.
Okay.
Okay.
Michael, you're good with
Sweet.
that, right?
Yeah, I think he is. Look at that.
Nothing.
That's
That's
his
his-
happy face.
Yeah.
It is.
That's right.
That means he agrees.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's move on. So obviously, you all have a goal, right? You have an objective. You have a villain to track down.
Mhm.
Now let's just kind of recap a little bit. I would like to hear from you, my players, because of course I may or may not know more things about Fogbear than I have ever told anyone. It's possible. I don't remember. So let me ask you what you all know about this place that you're going to.
Well,
So we can work through that.
I mean, Dave, doesn't know jack diddly do, but Vidar probably knows because of his connection with Gorm's Rangers and other Rangers, people who range for a living. He would know probably some stories, maybe some tales of things that have happened there, maybe the denizens. But I don't think he would have intimate knowledge, but he would have heard stories of that place.
Okay.
I don't know what those stories are. You know,
Okay, we'll come
there's
back to
ways-
that.
There's
We'll come
ways
back
to
that.
figure that out, but yeah.
I
Um,
think that I had, like, I gathered some information that one week where I worked regarding like a haunted place. Is this the same place or is that a
Hmm.
different location? Because this is also a haunted location.
That is a different place. That
Oh.
is between A and B, but that is a different place.
Okay.
So if I bring us into VTT out here to the hex map. So of course, Molgor is down here. Down here on the
Mhm.
on the bottom right. Fogbear's village is somewhere in what is it? Never want to work right. There we go. It's somewhere.
wow.
It's somewhere in this area.
It's a while away.
I mean, a hex is about 7 miles, so it's
Will
not
you
really
ping it again, Chad?
super far.
Okay.
It's up in this direction.
It's almost in the mountains.
Yep. It's on the edge of the mountains. And Astrid, that that place that you had heard about is at an old battlefield, which is in this region.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, of course, you had written there were some things written down in the recap about Fogbear's Village.
Yes.
That I have to believe that you guys had learned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was directly the
Like what?
from Riv, the Gothi of Hell. That is what he told us
Okay.
before Gundar killed him.
Can you do a recap, please,
Yes.
of that information? Thank you. That'd be great.
Me? Okay. So what I have in my notes from that encounter is Riv is a Gothi of Hell. He told us that Mavnus was once a respected follower of Hell, but has gone astray. He is gone to the Fogbear's Village, which is a haunted ruin guarded by spirits of cedar killed during Bear King's purge, and also land spirits. And they were looking for an item or a gate of some kind that they believed was at this location.
Yes.
What was it that they're looking for? Sorry, I was writing.
A gate?
A gate.
Like
okay.
Since it's an item or a gate, it's probably something that like a
Mavnus.
portal or some like a port
Mavnus.
key. I don't know, like
Yep.
something.
Mavnus is there looking for that thing. That gate. Is that what you said?
Yes. But I also personally know that the dude who took my sword, he is hanging out at Fogbear's Village. That was the last place that he was seen.
Astrid, could you remind me the story behind this sword?
Well, we were on our way to deliver a sacred blessed weapon that had been requested by my temple, and many of us set out together to deliver it, as the journey was very long, and unfortunately, someone must have known that we were carrying something precious, because we were attacked by a large force in the forest, and they slaughtered everyone. So when I was the only one who survived, and as I assessed what was left, they took anything of value.
Do you think they attacked specifically for this holy item? This weapon?
I don't know if they knew exactly what we were carrying, and honestly, I'm a little worried by all of these young girls disappearing, that perhaps they might have wanted a sacrifice. So there might have been more than one reason for them to attack our small caravan.
Do you think the fate of this item and these brigands who took it will intersect with ours, perhaps at Fogbear's Village?
I very much think so.
Well, I will do whatever I can to get us there quickly and safely. I have not ventured that far to the north, but I have heard story of the place.
A weapon this special and powerful should not be in the hands of someone who wants to do evil.
Well, we're heroes now, so I guess it's up to us.
We are heroes.
It's only down from here.
It's pretty cool.
It's so true though. Only downhill.
It peaked at 19.
At level 4.
Vita's like,
Level 4.
You made
You're
it to
19?
19?
Whoa, you're old.
Or maybe 18. I don't
A
somewhere in
Vidar-
there. Actually, to be honest, I don't really know if I'm 18 or 19.
Fair.
Yeah, right. In Svilland, do they count birth years by all
Seasons.
years, or is it only the next year? Right. So in Korea, they count your age as one less than we do in America because they don't start counting until you're a year old.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's weird. Do they do that? How do they do it in Svilland? Anyway, I digress.
Right.
Vidar, why don't you go ahead and give me some kind of perhaps a history roll to see the sort of things that you may or may not have heard about this village.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm pretty sure that I don't have any more advantages. As many of the people in the chat know, we do have an opportunity for people to give us advantages, which we're calling advantage points now. And then there's also luck points, etc. I'm going to roll this a straight roll. That's how confident I am. I'm not even going to stall anymore, hoping that someone from the chat will somehow throw some bits our way so that I might be able to get an advantage roll. I'm going to roll it straight. So here we go. I'm about to roll it. I'm going to do it now. Here we go. Oh!
Ooh,
Well, that's
nice.
pretty good.
So that will be a history. That's going to be 19 total.
19. Okay. So these things that you heard from that guy whose name I forgot already are true, right? It's it was an old cedar village from back in the day during the age of the Bear King, and they were all killed during the purge, and some kind of curse perhaps has been levied upon this place to keep the unwanted out. So it's shrouded in mists. It's hard to find. It's easy to get lost when you're in there. It's haunted as shit. People don't go there. People, some of the, maybe one or two of the rangers, that old guy, he's probably been near there. And maybe he knew somebody who tried to go in there. Maybe they came out stark raving mad. Maybe they didn't come out at all. That sort of thing. So it's a dangerous, a very dangerous place. But should legend hold true, there might be some serious goods or whatever to be had there, right? The knowledge of ancient cedar, or at least their stuff,
Which would perhaps be
in a very D&D way.
knowledge, perhaps, of the veneer as well. The
Yeah.
veneer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
So I wonder also if perhaps Fantasy Animal Vegan, thanks for the bits. Whoa.
Did he give me
All
20 did
all
they give
to
me
you,
20 more
Chad. All to
advantage?
you.
How many?
You have 4 luck points.
Oh, 4 luck points. What
Yep.
are those?
Those allow you to re-roll,
Sweet.
taking the
So I
better
have-
of the 2 rolls.
So I have 20 advantages and 4 luck points. I
You
love
should
this
start
system.
using them. You got to
This is-
start
I wa-
using those.
I'm gonna just wait
20
until
20
I get
advantages?
to
Should,
Yeah.
should
Oh,
we
God.
roll up our new characters now?
Yeah.
Or
Probably,
No,
probably.
we're gonna
Yeah.
survive. We're gonna survive. Hey, Chad, would that the guy that told me this, would that have been Bror? The
Yeah,
old,
he's the
like
old dude.
the gimpy guy. Yep.
Yep.
Would any of that information have perhaps come? Well, no, I would have been too young, perhaps, to learn it from my grandmother. But she did tell me stories. Would she perhaps have told me stories of a place like that, of the maybe of the Purge, perhaps?
Sure. Well, let me hang on. Let me check the history book. When the fuck was that? The Bear King's Purge was in this. I think that was
The
quite
Second
some time
Age, wasn't
ago. Yeah, that was like
Yeah, I thought I remember it was like centuries before.
yeah,
an age
yeah. That
ago.
was
Our
that was a
era.
long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you don't have to tell me that now. We can.
Okay.
If it's
Um.
not that I'm.
Yeah. So those are the things that you know. So
Okay.
I will ask you, I guess in a little bit of a meta way, but just to get juices and options going, I would ask you then as a group, how you would go about perhaps finding out more information, or like about how can we get in there, how can we find this place, you know, that sort of thing. You know, you have a number of different contacts around town that could be leveraged for possible additional information or whatever.
Oh yeah, the lore bringer, I think. Didn't you say she might have a lead for us about madness?
The law speaker.
Am I-
The law
Mhm.
speaker.
Law speaker.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's very similar.
Is that Hertha? Hertha
Hertha,
Thunder Guard.
Yes.
Or no, Hertha. She was a Thunder Guard.
She was a Thunder Guard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't we talk to her about madness once already?
We did.
You did, yeah. Yeah, that was in kind of that session where you guys were kind of putting together like who this guy is, what happened back in the day,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, we
In-
could maybe talk to some more of like Peter, your group of guys, to see if anybody's been out there and has really like seen the land.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty likely that we would have done that. Talk to people who would know how to get out to that area. So I would say yes.
Yeah.
The Rangers,
Okay.
we would have spoken with them.
Okay.
And I don't know. I would imagine Stieg would have seen maps or read stories about this area at some point. I
Okay.
would think, but
Okay. Well, that's two things. Let's dig into that. So Vidar, who would you approach?
I'd probably go back to Bror, since he
To
was
Bror?
pretty forthcoming with information. Every
Okay.
other time that I've spoken with him, we seem to be building a bit of a rapport on a different
Sure.
level now that I've become a freeman.
Yeah, you find him kind of he's perhaps tending a roast outside, you know, on a hearth outside of the hall, roasting a nice big deer over a fire with a spit. You know, he's doing one of these with the one good arm, because I think if I remember right, he only has,
Smells so good.
or maybe he had a gimp leg. I don't
He
remember.
has a gimp leg.
Gimp leg.
He was attacked by a bear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wafting smells,
Mm.
fantastic.
Stomach growling.
What little fat that there is, dripping,
Mm.
sizzling. Ah, young Vidar.
Yes. Bror, we intend to travel afield, I have questions for you if you have time.
Oh. Yeah. So that was me pantomiming. It doesn't come across very well on camera.
What is he
he's
looking at?
he just kind of looks around. Yeah. I'm
Where do you
good.
put that pot holder?
What do you got?
Fire poker.
We intend to travel to Fogbear's village. And I mean, having more information about the location and perhaps what lies between here and there would be helpful to us. Have you traveled that far afield? Have you been there yourself?
In my youth, before this, he kind of shakes the leg. I was young and perhaps hot-headed. My brother and I went searching for it. It was I couldn't enter, but he did.
Your brother?
Well, he walked into the mists at any rate. I waited for 7 days. He never returned.
I am sorry to hear that, Bror.
That's all right. He was always foolhardy anyway. It was a long time ago. I have been there, yes, but I would not say that I know a lot about it.
Do we have friends along the way? Friendly locations? Caches, perhaps, of supplies that could be of use to us?
He says, yes, there are caches. There aren't many folk that direction, and he kind of looks around, and he says, there is, in a little hushed tones, he says, there is one person who might have some more insight. One person I know who has survived the mists, the fog. You've heard of Gurney?
Yes, of course.
She might know a way in. It is said that she has been able to travel the fog.
They do not call her the Longstrider for naught.
No, son. No, they do not. I wouldn't bring it up to Gorm that you would go see her, but that's where I would start.
Thank you, Bror.
You did well.
The people of Molgor are safe for the moment. Some were lost, of course, but we will do our best to put an end to this madness. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be well.
And you. Is that done roasting? It just, I could taste it for you and provide some feedback.
Yeah. You have a knife.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You can
Roar.
taste a little, like a hint of juniper in there.
I'll take some for my friends.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
cuts off a couple more pieces and wraps them
It'll
up
be a
in
long journey. Yeah.
They will be very happy, bro. I will tell them it is from you. Thank you.
There's like a quarter of the deer left.
Just slicing up.
Let me just
Yeah.
just
Is there-
a little bit more.
Is
Just
there
a little
another
bit
sack about somewhere? And that keg of mead, bro, as well. I could take that. Just kidding.
more. You go too far, boy.
Yeah. Vidar will take his leave and well, he'll ask Bror if he knows where to find the Longstrider first.
Sure.
If he has any idea where she might be.
Yeah, he tells you that she has a cabin to the east within the Rengorn, which immediately doesn't sound like a great idea to you because of what you know about the Rengorn. But
Yeah.
perhaps it's only in the less haunted part. He says that there is generally a path to be able to follow to the keen-eyed. Indeed, whoops, nope. What? Nope, hang on. He says there are trail markings to be found. I'm drawing you a little image of what it looks like.
These are trail markings that would lead us to the Fogbearers village or to the Longstrider.
To Longstrider.
Okay, got it. Like cairns or like tree blazes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like icons made that look roughly like this horrible drawing.
That's pretty good on the fly. That's pretty good on the fly.
So he
Okay.
describes it as like a hoop of sticks wound in vines with a cross and another hoop inside.
Mhm.
The green side will show you the way.
Thank you, bro.
Don't die out there. That would be. I mean, I guess it would just be another day here in the north, wouldn't it?
I'll do my best to come back.
As the undead. No? All right.
Perhaps. If that's what it takes.
And finally, the party returns to Molgor
Victorious.
victorious and feasts upon their brains and adds them to their new undead army.
It's a win in a way.
That's right. Here in the north, the game doesn't stop at death.
Yeah.
It just changes a little.
Yep. Yeah. So you have that.
Mhm. That's a lot.
Now I'm just imagining us playing a version of Svilland where we're all Draugrs and like we're agents of hell and we have to like kill all the good guys.
I mean, that could be a fun one shot.
Oops, all Draugr.
Oops all Draugr.
later. Sorry. Ideas.
Yep.
Stieg,
Yes.
you had some narrative to leverage. Perhaps you had said something like, "Oh, maybe I've seen maps or some shit,"
Yeah. I
or
would imagine.
had books or something.
in his studies, he is proficient in Kuning history.
That's true. You are.
So, and he speaks it, the language, and that's
Mhm.
what most of the cedar tradition kind of comes from that culture, right? Svilland. So I would
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
he would probably have studied something about fog
Sure.
bears and what happened
give
to
me
it.
give
where it
me
might
a roll, a history roll. We'll say.
Okay, so history. Okay.
Oh, goodness. How did I do that?
Ugh, not great.
Hmm.
So let me add this up here. $13.
13. It's not so bad, right? Because you are, of course, able to leverage the narrative impetus of knowing about Kuning shit. So let me find the thing again. Yeah, so you know the basic stuff. You have heard tale in your Kuning studies that perhaps number one, perhaps there are actually people who live there still. You think that there might be the possibility of perhaps appeasement, right? Maybe to gain entry. Commonly, with primarily with land spirits, but also with ancestor spirits and indeed sky spirits. I guess with any of the spirits, offerings and different things are made. So perhaps there is a way to leverage some kind of offering or sacrifice, which may or may not leverage you some sort of benefit in that way. Perhaps to get you entry or to, maybe make you not go insane from whatever's in there. And I think as a student of the arcane, that the things that are there assault the mind. People who have survived entry and exit commonly are known to go mad, raving, hearing whispers, seeing things that aren't there, even afterwards, that sort of thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will pass that along in conversation to my companions.
And you also know that it's hard to pin down where it is. Reports don't necessarily put it at the same physical location every time.
The village, you mean?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Brigadoon only shows up at a certain time.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. There'll be
rad.
some singing.
It is very strange. So, do we have to travel east?
Yeah, you do know that it is generally somewhere it's somewhere between the Red River and the Hannon Forest to the west.
Right. Northwest.
Yeah, and somewhere in the foothills of the what I will continue to call the Morgoroth, because it sounds way more badass than Northern Peaks. I'm sorry, Dream Realm Storytellers, but Morgoroth sounds way better than the Northern Peaks.
You know, it's like the local name versus
Right,
like the official
exactly.
name.
Yeah.
Right.
I got into somebody on Discord about that one day. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I don't care. It sounds better the other way.
What's the name of the place the Longstrider's in? Rangorn?
Yep, the Rangorn Forest.
Rangorn.
Yeah, let me tell you about that, since you would know about that. I'm
Yeah.
not even going to make you roll. Everybody kind of knows about the Forest of Rangorn, which is this massive. Here, let me do something. Give me one minute.
That's what's to the east, right?
Yep. Yeah. Create one of those. Do this. Oh no. Dicks. Hang on.
Balls?
Well, the new map is a PDF. It's not a fucking image. So I'll use the old. Oh no, the old one. Okay, the one with the scale is actually big enough to fit on the VTT. And it's actually, yeah, so this expanse of trees to the east of now I double my anyway, yeah, there's Molgor in the middle there. The trees
Okay.
to the east, between Molgor and the Ravenous Mountains, and indeed much of the trees to the north, even up to around the East Ruins, and it's actually more treesome in the newer maps.
I love a good treesome.
Yeah, it's a vast sort of
Had to do it.
Ranger humor. Yeah.
Yep.
Can we
Ranger humor.
zoom in on it on Twitch? Give people a better idea.
Is
In the top
what's
right corner.
what's known as the Rangorn, the Forest of Rangorn. It is a vast forest that stretches pretty much from the Drunden Mountains in the south to the south of Molgor, all the way to Emir's Lash, which is the mountains to the north, the very edge of the world in some respects. It is known as a super dangerous place, haunted, such as, we were walking, in that episode of Winnie the Pooh where they walk in circles and they think that the forest is playing tricks on them, but in fact they're just walking in circles because they're lost, and that's what happens. It's like that, but in a fantasy world that isn't real.
Winnie the Pooh is a fantasy world.
Says you. I saw that documentary, Christopher Robin.
I missed that
It was it was really real in there.
What is going on?
But yeah. Yeah, it's the forest almost gets you lost within it. Dangers and monsters lurk there. There are like known to be hidden paths through there. As does most people in Molgor, that while Gurney does not like hang out amongst the townsfolk anymore, she can be acquired as a guide, like through Rangorn. She knows it quite well. even as a older woman, she guards the eastern woods against whatever dangers may lurk there that may decide to wander into Molgor, that sort of thing. Powerful land spirits, curses, all kinds of bad stuff, are all rumored in various levels of truth or fairy tale, tall tale, to be in and around Rangorn. You probably have a little bit of experience, Vidar, in like the near ports of Rangorn. You probably haven't delved too deep into it. There's some. It's fun. Yeah. It's a good time, Rangorn. I think there's an encounter table here.
How do you spell Rangorn?
Rengorn. Rengorn.
Got it.
Or Rengorn.
Rengorn.
I add an extra G, I guess.
Okay. Well, once we're all back together, if we were all together that whole time, we would obviously share. I mean, well, not obviously, I guess, but Vidar would certainly share all of that knowledge about the Longstrider, having possibly some information on how to get there, likely.
Yeah,
we could go there, but it's that in of itself is dangerous. But it might save us time and could make our travel to this fog-shrouded village perhaps less dangerous.
If she knows more about the safe way in to the ruins that I've heard about, that'd be very helpful. Unless we all want to go mad.
Do you remember when we went to that cave where we found all the cool magical items, and only some of us could go in? Maybe it's like that, where you have to leave an offering, or there's a special magical barrier that will keep some people out and some people in.
Yes.
And if she knows what is required, that could be very helpful.
Yes, it is said that she has traveled within the village itself, so I believe this to be our best course of action, to seek her guidance.
And if it also moves around, it might be hard to find.
Yes, that is troubling.
Maybe there's a set time of year or moon phase or something that we need to line up with to get in.
I like that. I'll write that down.
Astrid,
Give
stop
the DM ideas.
Stop giving our dungeon master
It
ideas.
could
And
be. I mean,
ways
it
to
makes it much
torment
more
us.
difficult. But just kidding.
That's a crazy idea, Astrid. That would never happen.
I've never heard of such a thing.
When
That
the
would be
thrush,
so unfair if it.
when the thrush knocks
Oh,
in the last light of the setting sun.
Astrid, Stieg,
Yes.
Gunder.
He's sleeping again.
He is getting old. I have. Check this out. I got this from Bror, and I'll pull out bits of the freshly roasted meat, and I'll hand you each a piece. It's delicious.
That is
Still steaming.
It's still warm. It's good, right?
In your pockets?
That kept
Yeah.
it
I
kept
would
me
like
warm.
random pocket beast.
It's pocket meat.
stag.
Where else would he keep it? I don't.
It's pocket roast. It's good.
Ah,
Do you have a large grease spot? This was.
Yes, it's grease.
Yeah.
It's grease.
Just, I'll wipe off a little bit of the fuzzies from it.
There's a bit of lint, but it's fine. It's fiber.
Still good.
It's just wool.
That's right.
You hate wool though.
I do hate wool,
Mm.
but there's no alternatives.
Not yet.
Besides
that's true.
hides.
Not in the wintertime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have linen,
Nice.
but you don't wear linen in the wintertime,
No.
at least as an overcoat.
Only when I'm
Could
lounging
be a liner.
Yeah, liner. Yeah.
at the
So
lake.
that way the
sometimes.
wool doesn't have to touch your skin, Steve. Yeah.
That would be preferable.
You
yes.
do have sensitive
Yeah.
skin, don't you, Steeg?
What they call an under tunic.
I don't like to talk about
Does
it.
Does it give you a rash?
I just don't like it. It smells. They're loud. It smells when it's
They're
on.
loud.
It smells when it's on the sheep, and then it also smells when it's off the sheep. You can't get away with. You can't get away from it.
Well,
mind
it is
it.
both the sheep. Like it's just two parts of the same animal.
Yes.
If only we could breed good smelling sheep.
Mm.
How do we get sheep to smell like patchouli?
Just make them eat it. Just lots of patchouli.
Hey, thanks
There
for
we
the
go.
follows. Nice to see
Hey.
you, friends. Hi, Bravo, Phantom. That's one big egg. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the follow. Great handle. We're eating pocket roast.
Pocket roast.
Right. And
Mm,
It is
talking
delicious.
about our deep hatred of sheep.
mm.
flavored with
I-
juniper.
I like sheep.
I guess I don't hate the sheep itself, like the actual animal, but I don't want to work with them.
They are terrible coworkers.
They never go where you want them to go.
Unreliable.
I'm out there in the field. I'm in the grass. I can't shoot them with anything,
No.
without getting in trouble for it.
Well,
I don't know.
now you have a wolf hat. So I think it all worked out.
They
Yeah,
don't
they're
write,
not going to come anywhere near you.
nobody writes cool scrolls about sheep.
You could write some sheep poetry or something.
Yeah. I've seen enough to last 4 lifetimes.
The saga of the sheep herder.
Mm.
Oh, fanfic. Who's going to write that fanfic?
I've had enough of sheep.
Haunted.
Sheep
Hashtag
don't go on
haunted.
adventures.
All right, let's do this.
Mhm.
You guys you have some things. Let's take a short break. Let's think about what you want to do, and then when we come back, we'll do that. We might get into a situation where someone's going to use perhaps 20 advantages.
Yes, and plus
you know.
one snowballs.
No.
Plus one snowballs. Did we decide on that?
Plus one snowballs. Yeah.
No, you didn't win.
Ugh.
The
The
contest.
chat was with me on that one, though.
It was.
They were.
Well, hey, everyone who,
we'll get
who
there.
just
We'll get
came,
there.
thank you for just coming and hanging out. Hang out for a little bit longer. We'll be right back in like 10 minutes. We got to refresh our bodies. They are but frail beasts. And then we'll get right back into the action and stuff. And,
Mhm.
all that.
And
sort
don't
of
forget to
stuff.
sign up to win a copy of the core campaign setting for this
Core
world,
campaign setting.
Svilland.
We're hooking up with the Games Tavern for Operation Supply Drop. So
Mhm.
so you can donate to that super awesome charity. Like me, you can hook Ashley up with levels and magic items and stuff.
Ooh.
Or you can hook Dave up with
monster drops, baby.
monster drops. Yeah, so
Shortest
there's
scheme
options.
ever.
we're raising money for
Veterans.
the troops. Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Thanks.
See you in a
Bye. Let's actually play some fucking D&D. Yeah. So what are y'all gonna do next?
So do we go get the guide? Do you think she'll show us how to get there? Or at
Yes.
least tell us?
We should find Gurney. And just see what she has to say. It could be some vital information that we need.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know how to find her.
Although it might be a little dangerous going there, right?
The Rangorn forest is not to be trifled with. We must keep our heads on a swivel.
What's a swivel?
I still haven't figured that out yet.
I keep hearing
You
this
must have
expression.
heads like an owl.
I don't-
Head like an owl. Oh,
Oh,
an owl. Iceland.
I haven't seen your bird in a while.
She's been hunting.
Hmm.
How are you, my dear? We'll take out a little bit of the meat. Beautiful. She flies back up into the air. That's Iceland. My friend.
Strange bird.
Plus
I
we
don't have any
can't.
birds that I can feed.
You can feed Iceland if you'd like.
Hmm.
Should I call her back?
I don't have.
Put out your
don't
arm like
have
this,
anything.
Stieg. Put out your arm. Just like this. Okay. Now don't flinch. If she comes in, you won't even hear it. Oh, there she is. Now feed her. Feed her some meat.
How sharp are her feet?
Her talons are very sharp.
Oh, she's got a hold of you, Stieg. Oh, Stieg. Stieg, start making death saves. Oh, you're so weak.
My AC's
Oh.
only 13.
Iceland, be nice now. Be nice, Iceland.
Tell her I only have 22 hit points.
Sweet. Good times.
Stieg only has half a beard now. She had
No,
the other half. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
She's Fae, so as she flies away, she spits out the meat.
I know she doesn't actually eat.
She doesn't need it.
Why wouldn't she eat it?
She didn't like it. She likes raw meat.
It's cooked. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's well, yeah.
She
It's
was-
well known that owls don't.
Yeah,
Prefer
she was,
cooked meat.
but she's very polite. Iceland
Yeah.
is very polite, so she will protect us and she will look out for us. She has looked out for me most of my life, and I've gotten to be, I don't know, 14 or 15 years now. That's pretty good.
How long do owls live?
This one could live for quite some time, I think. She's
I knew
quite
it.
old.
There's something unusual about that owl.
Really is.
It's
Very
just
weird.
an
I mean,
owl.
not in a bad way. I just mean like,
I know
would
what
the
you mean.
owl be as old as you are almost?
Perhaps older.
How old do they live? I don't
I don't know. Roll an animal handling check.
Oh, yes. Dice. 13 plus. Probably not much. 0. 13.
Yeah, probably not that long. Hang on. I better Google this. How long
25 years.
do owls live?
according to
25
two
years.
sources.
Oh, yeah. You're fine. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
totally plausible.
Okay.
It's quite plausible.
Never mind. Your owl is not strange.
You're strange.
It is
Steve.
strange.
I know I'm strange.
I know.
It's
I
a
still-
snow.
I still like
she's
you,
a,
Steve.
a snowy owl.
She is a snowy owl.
Hmm.
Is that one on this list? Snowy owl, 28 years in
Mhm.
captivity.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an old man.
Oldest recorded is 23 years and 10 months.
She has been around as long as I can remember. She is my protector.
Now, of course, an elf owl would be dead.
We don't have
Elf
those in
owl.
this part of
We don't, yeah.
Svilland.
That's
They're
actually
more of a
that's type
southern species.
It's so true. It's true. Yeah.
Let's go find us an old lady
All right.
in the woods.
Yeah. So you gather your gears, your equipments, your winter traveling accoutrement.
And we have a ton of supplies that we got from the village too, that the Jarl collected for us.
Yep.
In our
Yep.
pulks.
You've got some full pulks.
We bring it all with us in case we don't come back through Molgor. Is that plausible?
Yes.
Okay. We bring it all.
It is. All right. And you set out. Let us adjudicate this in the most natural of ways. Please roll survival.
Oh, survival checks.
Oh, survival.
Really?
Oh. Oh, I have advantage.
You have advantage on survival.
Yep. 19 for Vidar.
13 for Stieg.
That would be a 9.
Mm, mm.
Do we roll for Gunder?
No.
He's busy. Look at him.
Yeah. He's got
He's surviving.
He's working
Yeah.
something out.
he's got one of those. He's got a bunch of like maple candy, and so it's like really stuck in his teeth, and so he can't talk.
This will give you a cavity, Gunder.
He's just so happy that he has that flaming sword that he's just beside himself.
I bet it keeps him warm.
He's been attuning to it for a long time.
Never stops. Never stops attuning.
That's what happens
So
when
you-
you miss
you-
a session.
So you find,
Just on the pulk.
yeah. So you leave town and head east. Vidar, you know of a place, a good spot to cross
Mm-hmm.
the River Red.
Cross country skiing.
Not to be confused with the Red River. And cross into the lands. We could call them, Rengorn's Edge or the Edge of Rengorn, some cool name. There's probably some name that hints at it being part of Rengorn that isn't like, oh, this is because this part isn't the shitty part of Rengorn. This is not the really bad part yet. We'll get to that, but we're not there yet. And you what was your roll? Was like 15 plus?
Mine was 13.
Vidar?
Mine was 19.
19, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you lot travel probably for maybe an hour or so, and you spot a one of these signs that Brar told you about.
The hoops.
Yep. And it's a woven hoop, and it has you can see that it has like a moss growing on it, and the moss is facing away from you to indicate to go that way. Go the direction of the
I'll
moss.
explain that to Astrid and Stieg and Gunder, how that sign works so that they understand it and can see it in the future if something were to happen to Vidar.
And now
Are they
you know.
magical at all?
I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. They are signs to point us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As per usual, Vidar will be keeping an eye out for game, etc. during,
Okay.
we'll just that kind of happens naturally as a ranger as he's traveling. So, but yes, these are the signs that will guide us to the Longstrider gurney.
And Astrid would like to keep an eye out for any kinds of plants or herbal kind of things, just so she can bring something home to Heldora if she finds it.
Yeah, give me, let's make another set of survival rolls as travel continues and eyeballs are fixed and looking for things. Oh, Stieg is on top of it.
Oh, that's way better.
Survival, it's just 17.
21.
Wow. Wow.
I get a +6, so you can
Yeah.
figure out what my roll was last time.
It was a survival check.
Get a 9.
Yeah. To quote Owen Wilson. Wow.
24.
24. Nice. Yeah, you Stieg, is there anything in particular you're keeping an eye out for, looking for?
Just trying to keep up.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you know, maybe the first kind of leg you were you know, I mean, there was that whole fight the other day, like you're bushed. But now, you know, you've kind of broken into stride. You know, your muscles are loose and warmed up and you're moving along and keeping up. Astrid, you're you know, you're as you all are traveling, you know, you're looking for herbs and plants and interesting things. Maybe it's not me, you know, maybe you haven't necessarily been to the Rangorn before, or maybe you have. But you know, and you know, as you've kind of been traveling for a small handful of hours now, you know, things are perhaps a little different. You're seeing some things that you wouldn't necessarily have expected to see. Indeed, that you wouldn't see per se in and around Molgor or the you know, the mountains to the north. Especially at this time of year, you're, you know, maybe is that a fucking flower? Is there a flowering thing over there? You know, you're seeing definitely some spots of like maybe some more brighter green bits, here and there, and perhaps some flowering things as well, as you travel. Vidar, yeah, you're keeping an eye out for game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see sign, indeed, as you travel of perhaps a small handful of reindeer, perhaps. Or you know,
like tracks
elk,
and that sort of thing.
or elk, as we would call them in America.
Maybe rubs up against the trees and that sort of thing.
Yeah. And you see an abundance of hair sign, perhaps a stalking lynx, even. There is an abundance of
Wildlife,
fauna. Both.
Mhm.
There's an abundance of both.
Look at all the trees. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
We're in a forest. Who would have thought it?
Just out of curiosity, there's a lot of hair sign. He would take a few shots at hair, nothing bigger than that, but something that he could prepare that night for the for the
Okay.
meal to keep
Okay.
it fresh. And then you see, Stieg, look at this. You see, this is the track of a lynx. You can tell because of the size. Look at the size of the paw print. They have large paws, allows them to like float across the deep snow as they chase the hare. See, here's the hare tracks, and he'll sort of like give them a little tutorial on tracking as they're moving about. How are you doing? It seems like you're getting the hang of this.
Very interesting.
You're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
You're keeping up well.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I try.
Well, it's hard to keep up with Astrid.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a shot on a hare if you would like, if you so desire.
Sure. I just got a weird notification from Zoom that my internet became unstable momentarily, so I don't know what that
Oh.
means.
Well, you cut out for a second. there.
Scared. Sorry. What am I rolling?
Yeah. You wanted to take a shot at a hare.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm gonna use. Should I use one of the feathers from the bow? No, that will destroy the hare. I'll just take a normal. I'll just take a normal shot.
A red mist.
Ooh. Well, that's gonna be a 13.
I mean, it's a fucking rabbit, man. They don't.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just going-
you blast a hare with an arrow, and it dies.
I would
It's
just
a
take
rabbit.
enough for the 4 of us for the travel, nothing more, and I wouldn't go after anything larger.
Okay. Yeah. You shoot and you get a hare, and indeed when you retrieve it, get it, grab it up off the ground, you notice that there are a number, like it kind of in the snow, like almost like peeking out of the snow. There are a number of a small handful of red flowers.
Mm. I notice this, or Astrid notices
You
it?
do, yeah,
Oh.
you do, because you're like, oh, I got this hair,
Mm.
and these and you're you kind of, as you get up to it, you see almost around, like almost clustered, as it were, almost in a halo
Mhm.
around this hare's body, is these very nice, maybe palm-sized flowers, almost like poking.
Do I know what they are?
Mm.
Have I seen these flowers before? Are they something new to me?
Oh, now my connection is unstable.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
thanks.
stopped for a minute.
Thanks, internet.
But you're back.
Oh, good. Give me a nature check.
All right, nature check. It's only a 9.
A 9. Yeah, these, they look, they kind of look like, like a lily,
Mm.
or like a lily.
Okay.
Although these are a little larger than you're used to seeing them, and not necessarily the color that they kind of normally are.
So they look like something I know, but I don't know this particular plant.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely a little strange. And indeed, you notice as you're kind of like pontificating about these blossoms, that perhaps this rabbit, this hare, isn't as dead as you thought it was. There's a bit of movement there in the snow.
What is this? I'll just sort of back up for a minute. Is the hare like convulsing? Is it shaking? Is it breathing?
It's you kind of like you kind of see that move, like as you're looking at these blossoms, you see this movement almost out of the corner of your eye. So you get like a great look at it, and you're like, yeah, you back up, and then you kind of like reassess, and no, it's really dead. Like that fucking arrow is right through its brain.
Okay, I will pick up the
Probably.
hare and put it in my pouch.
But there is something moving under the snow.
Okay.
And indeed, there is a thrashing that happens. Yeah, as if perhaps you reach for the hare, and there is perhaps like envision like a dark bed of snakes.
Do I have to?
Yeah, like like there is an almost eruption around this hair, and indeed your hand.
What is this devilry?
As a number of vines that are attached to these blossoms begin to writhe and erupt and seek to grab you, my friend. Let's roll initiative.
Oh shit!
How far are we away? Do we hear any of this?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're probably you're not super far. You're probably not super far away. You're
within scream shot.
Yeah. If you, I mean, I guess ultimately you can be as close. You can be as close as you like. You know, after all, he was only indeed shooting at a rabbit. So you could have approached if you liked, or stayed back, or however you feel about that sort of thing.
So I have a very, very fun feature. Some might call it a feat, called Combat Ready. So I get to take a bonus action before I roll initiative. And I also gain 10 temporary hit points at the beginning of a combat.
Yep, the best feat ever written.
It really is. I really like it. Now, since I have 2-weapon fighting as my ranger fighting style, could I use a bonus action to slash at the vines?
No.
Okay. All right, then.
Because that bonus action, I believe, is contingent on taking a primary attack action.
When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's how.
I know that's how it works with extra attack. Like if you have a extra attack, that's how it works. You have to take the attack action, but that's cool. I'm going to. I won't really. You know what? I'm going to hunter's mark this thing as my bonus action, and then I will roll initiative as requested by my dungeon master.
Yeah, when you make an attack action, an attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you gain a bonus action that you can use to attack with a different one.
Got it. Okay,
so
I rolled a
contingent.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Okay, you rolled a 13. Stieg didn't roll so hot.
No, I rolled a 4. Total of 4.
Okay. Astra, did you roll?
I did.
What did you roll?
6.
6.
I love this feat.
Okay. Here, let me roll.
Rather than noticing the vines, Stieg was checking out all these cool bobcat prints.
They're called links.
Lynx. All these lynx.
They're
prints.
closely related, though. Ow, this vine's got me. But yes, they're closely related. They're adapted to different types of habitat.
So let me give me 1 sec. Let's do one of these.
Red roses.
So
And
what would you
probably-
like
Okay.
your bonus action to be there, my man?
I cast Hunter's Mark
Hunter's
on
Mark.
this
Okay.
on this creature.
All right. I have a thing for this. Nope. it's
Hunter's
definitely not
Mark.
there. Definitely not there. Art
We're getting
is-
into it now. We're getting into it.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. I know you are right here. Right here waiting for me. Oh, this one will work.
So are we fighting flowers or a tree?
Wed roses, as
Both.
Phantom NJ would say.
A very pretty looking tree. No, I don't know.
It's got
Vine
me.
monster.
It's got me.
Does it
Tired
actually
of-
have him?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Gunder?
Did you find a lynx?
Gundar, wake up.
Technically, no.
Technically.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to reduce this to 2,000. Yes. export.
Oh, Fantasy Animal Vegan has requested at least one player knocked unconscious
Oh man.
by the red roses.
I think with 20 fucking advantages,
I don't
can
think that's
make
going to be
that
a problem.
I can make that happen. Just let me.
I'm into it.
Let me. Sometimes I forget that I need to have images at 10 megapixels, and I never do.
Bum, 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 ba-da, bum.
Don't worry, I'm almost here. I'm almost here.
Let's get some. How about
Group.
Just
get some
want
combat
to
music
say,
on.
if I die, someone drag my body back to Crooksholt.
Oh, you got it.
Bury me in Crooksholt.
Good old Crooksholt.
All right, come on, work. You're loading. There we go. Boom. Oh yeah, look, there's a nice forest.
Ooh, that doesn't look so dangerous.
No, it's totally good. And I'm pretty sure I have right here. Nope, I'm bad. I'm really sorry. I'm making this a horrible.
You're a
mess.
bad boy.
Ow! Stupid tokens. This will work. There we go. That'll work.
Hey,
There we go. Giant
Wow.
tentacles. That works
There we
for
go.
Vine.
not a problem.
Not a problem.
It's not the vine creature that's the problem so much as it is Fantasy Animal Vegan's horde of advantages that has been bequeathed to our DM.
Yeah. Let's do one of these.
Astrid,
Let's do one of these.
Stieg,
Let's do one of these.
Vidar. Where's Iceland?
Let's do one of these.
Yeah, there she is. God, I love that bird.
Oh, and Gunder.
Now, I really wish I had taken a screen clip of Michael's face and made a token of it
We can do that for the next time.
for the next time.
There are consequences of not being here.
I should do that for
It's true.
everybody.
It's
Everybody
true.
will have a token for when they're not here. And it'll be like
Oh god.
an inopportune face.
It's not going to be good.
There we go. Oh, now there's so many Gunders.
One only.
Okay, so let's put let's put Vidar here.
Yeah.
And there are, yes. Come on, clone. God damn it. I guess now is a great time for my internet to be slow. Thanks. Fucking.
Did you fill out the survey that I
Fuck
sent you the
yeah, I
link to?
did.
Nice.
Come on.
We need better internet here in the Northland.
We really do. Everywhere when I drive on my route, it's of course rural, and I always see like these little like signs on street corners. Oh, blah blah blah, high speed internet, and I'm just like, no, you're not selling high speed internet. You're only selling like we slow
Weed? What'd you say?
internet, weedernet.
Holy shit. Okay.
What?
I wasn't worried until I saw that.
I mean,
I'm sure
what?
we'll be fine.
You can stop
Yeah.
there. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And Steve is off here fucking doing whatever. Iceland's up here in the sky.
I'm far away from those, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one seems to be getting closer and
I
closer.
know.
Oh, now it's
This
going a
one's-
different
It-
way.
It's like this.
It likes to move a lot
He's like that. There we
before
go.
initiative.
Okay, so Vidar.
Yeah?
Your bonus action. You cast Hunter's Mark on one of these dudes.
Yup. That's all true. That all happened.
I just, God damn it, internet.
Now, can we get a little description of these things?
Yep.
Like,
there.
are they stationary? Are they?
It's hard to tell. There's a lot of wriggling and movement. The vines. Oh wow! Thanks, internet. God damn it. I try to put anyway. There, you cast Hunter's Mark on one of them.
Okay. Great.
And yeah, they're these large vines, plant-like things that almost erupt from under the snow. These red blossoms upon them. They grasp at you, grasp towards you. Vidar, you go first.
Yes. I will attack the one that I've hunted marked with my my sacks first, and then the dagger that that Gundr gave me during the last session. What a guy! As I swing the sacks, you hear this the howl of a wolf, because it is indeed the Iron Howl sacks. All right, here we go.
You remember how its special ability works?
New.
Yeah, if you're far enough away from something, you should just smack it against metal.
How does that work again?
So when you smack it against metal, if you smack it against something metal, it does sonic damage, thunder
damage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. to
In a
things.
20-foot radius. All right. Thanks for the advice. I imagine I could do that as a bonus action. Because I have 2-weapon fighting, so I could attack with the dagger and then smash the Iron Howl sacks against my
Yeah, I'm into that.
bracer.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
So I'll attack first with the dagger.
Okay.
Let's see. It's gonna be a 13.
Yeah, I mean they're fucking vines, man.
That will be a total of 6 piercing damage with the dagger, and then I'll smash the Iron Howl sacks against a piece of metal on my person. That deals 1d4 thunder damage to anything in a 20-foot radius. So 1 thunder damage to everything in a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Yeah, you stab into this one.
Oh, I get
that you
Hunter's
have
Mark damage too.
marked. Yep.
Hunter's Mark damage is an extra d6. So
Is that all
additional-
damage it takes?
Well, that plus the
What
6
was
I
the
mean,
damage.
I mean, with Hunter's Mark, any damage that you deal to that thing gets an extra d6.
Hunter's Mark, the way it works is that it deals an extra d6 of damage whenever I hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So not the Iron Howl ability, but
Probably
definitely
not,
the
yeah.
dagger stat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I will also, let's see, can I do this too? These creatures are now marked as my favored foes.
Nice.
All right. And I think that's my turn.
So 1/1/1, and how much damage to the Hunter's Marked one?
It was 6 plus, I think what did I roll on the d6? I can't remember.
Is it in
Anyone?
your dice? Is it in your dice tray?
The D6 was just a 2.
Okay. So an additional
2.
2. Yeah.
So
So
eight.
a total of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
To
right.
the Hunter's Mark.
Ooh, it's my turn. It's my turn. Yeah, they're gonna try to fucking grab onto you.
Are you going to use those
Uh,
those sweet advantages that you have stocked up?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. 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 So,
As you should.
yeah, 2 of them are going to lash out at you, Vidar. And you perhaps will quickly identify that they also have fucking thorns.
Ouch!
Yeah. So let's see. Let me make some rolls here. So here's one advantaged attack from one. So
Ouch. Yep, that'll hit.
that'll hit, and then let me roll one more advantage to strike. Does a 19 hits.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so two hits
Mm-hmm.
with the striky bits.
It's got me! Gunder!
And
Wake
for a
up!
Total.
Sleeping on a pole.
Right, for a total of 6 and 5.
Okay, so there goes my temporary hit points, but that's okay.
Yep.
And so a
And
total of
then-
11, got it.
And then the other 2 are attempting to snake one around each leg.
Yes.
And so let us engage in grapple rolls.
Okay.
I will roll first since I'm going to roll with advantage.
Yeah.
And I'll roll more rolls, and it'll just be easier to figure out where my
Not a
fucking
problem.
rolls go. So
yeah.
the first one rolled a
Not a problem.
oh god 18.
I'm not worried. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use an acrobatics move to avoid this grapple.
Okay.
And I will get a 21.
Nice. And the next one
Okay.
gets a
Oh, shit.
Ooh, a 20. A 20.
Okay. I'm going to try to deke out of that one as well.
Okay.
Nope. That's going to be an 11. Ah, it's
All
got
right.
me, Steeg. Finally. Now it really has me.
It snakes around you. You dodge out of the way of the first one, kind of pull your leg back as it attempts to snake around you, and but the other one snakes up as you are attempting to move from the first one. It gets you, and you are grappled. Astrid.
Yes.
These 2 vines wriggle out of the snow and attempt to grapple with you as well.
I have to make
Okay.
a constitution save. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh,
For Hunter's Mark.
for Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark, yeah. Oh, I think I saved.
Ooh.
Natural 20. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Runehammer VTT.
So let's see. I have just used 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hot 20.
I've used 4 advantages.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm down to 16 advantages. So now I'm going to use some more advantages.
Yes, use them up.
To grapple Astrid. So let's go with the first one. It tries to grapple you with a 18, and
Yeah.
you can resist with either Dex Acrobatics or Strength Athletics.
Oh gosh. Acrobatics. 9.
9.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So it grapples you. So I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. I'm gonna do that.
I
So
wonder how
you're
Michael will
grappled.
feel when he comes back next week to find us all dead in the woods.
And the other one is also gonna.
He wakes up from his nap to find us all
It's like,
dead.
what happened?
Yeah. The other one is also going to attempt to grapple with you.
Oh.
A 19. I'm rolling really
Oh
good.
man.
Yeah, you are. Come on, Astrid.
Yeah, that does it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And still no. Yeah, that's like at best 10.
Oops.
All right. So you are double grappled.
Ooh.
Stieg,
Yes.
this thing is going to snake up onto you.
Run, Stieg!
Wish I could.
Uh-oh.
You kidding me?
Uh-oh.
22 to grapple you.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
I
can
will
resist.
try to beat that somehow.
Wait, does your wolf thing would that
No,
not
work
for a
on this? Or
grapple.
that's just
Grapple.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either strength, athletics, or dex acrobatics to resist.
There is absolutely no way I can save.
It's still fun, though.
Could roll a natural 20.
Or a 3.
Well, I rolled a 4
Oh,
because that's all I roll tonight is
Yeah.
3s and 4s.
Yep.
Everyone
That's kind of on
is-
par, though. That's your brand.
Mhm.
Everyone is grappled. I like it. These vines snake
good.
about you, and indeed you can feel that perhaps, in another few seconds, that the very sharp and long thorns might begin to pierce your flesh as they squeeze in another round or so. Astrid, it is your action.
All right. For the sake of spells, how far am I away from the next party member?
You're probably within, I don't know, how close would you have been? Realistically, how close would you have stayed to Vidar? Did
Probably
you-
not that close to
Okay.
Vidar because, I don't want to spook his prey.
Yeah.
Right?
So you and
Hunting
you
bunnies.
and Stieg are
Hunting
probably like easily within probably 20 feet of each other.
Okay.
Vidar, he's probably a little further out.
Am I
amongst the
also-
trees?
Is Gundar also kind of close to us too?
Yeah, he's somewhere around there.
Okay. Then I am going to cast Bless on the 3 of us.
Okay.
So as I'm being grappled by all these thorny vines and stuff, I'll just, put my hands together and I will whisper a prayer to Balder that he shine his light upon us and cast Bless.
Nice. Stieg.
Just so
Oh,
you know,
sorry.
that's going to be me. Everybody that's within range. So everybody but Vidar because he's too far away.
Okay.
So you get an extra D4 to attacks and saves.
But not skill checks.
Correct.
I think that's the difference between
Attack
guidance
rolls
and
or
bless.
saving throws, an extra d4.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I attempt to break free of the grapple as my No, wait. The bless
'cause
was my action.
Bless is an
Yeah.
action. Yeah. You would be able to
Nope.
break grapple. You can attempt to get out as an action, or attempt to to cut at these things or do whatever. They are stout vines.
That's all I can do.
Steve.
Baldur, take the wheel.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
dead.
What do I want to do? I'm gonna.
Live.
Stieg is just gonna freak out and grab a weapon and start hacking at the vine.
Okay.
Um,
What weapon are you grabbing?
I'll grab my sax.
Nice. Show me.
A few hacks with the sax.
Jesus.
City sex.
Well, that was a waste.
Oh,
Um,
Stieg.
Yeah,
Uh,
sax.
That was a 9.
He's playing a sad song with that
9.
sax right now.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it probably doesn't hit.
yeah. You go to slash at it and it kind of like convulsive and like pulls you a little off balance and your swing goes wide.
Yeah. We've fought like demons from hell, but we're going to be taken down by some pretty flowers in the woods.
Well, when you fought the demons from hell, I didn't have 20 advantages.
Thank God.
That's
Stieg will curse to himself under his breath, and then bonus action cast Misty Step, and vanish
Okay.
into
All
a
right.
poof of cloud.
Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
Do you have a specific? Yeah, you're gonna kind of just
I'm gonna get
back up. Back the
get
fuck up.
well out of this guy's range. I'm gonna move back like 20 feet.
Okay.
from
Yeah.
the thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. You disappear in a puff of smoke and mist. And if
Stieg, don't leave me.
He's got too many advantages.
you're right, yeah, you're right next to the snowmobile, Steve. You could just drive away.
We'll find you.
Our corpses will walk the land, hunting you forever. Vidar. I should say, would you like to move at all, Steve? Because you do still have.
Oh, I
movement
do still
now
have
that you
movement.
now that you are free and
Um,
have movement again.
You know what? I will. I'll just move another 10 feet back just to keep a good 30 feet
So
from this
even
thing.
fucking further.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'll turn around, get ready, and say, "Gundar, help us!" Because I don't think he's in initiative,
Nice. Yeah, he's
unless he shouldn't be. I don't know.
yeah.
How we're handling that.
Yeah, I'm not. He's there, but yeah, like in Twitch, he's just like, yeah. Vidar. Hello.
Oh, hello. Okay, so Vidar looks over as he's being sort of bound by this. Is it more than one? I think it's just the one.
Just the one. Yep.
He
Snaked
looks
up under
over at his
one of your
friends and he
legs.
sees Estrid in a very similar predicament, and he is going to and it's not the Hunter's Marked one that has
Correct.
me. Okay. Is the Hunter's Marked one within range?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all
God.
like.
Right on me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna, even though I'm grappled by the one on me, I'm gonna take a swing at the Hunter's Marked creature first.
Okay.
Okay. With my sax. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16. Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
So that will be a total of 7 slashing plus my Hunter's Mark damage, which is a d6. So 10 plus my favored foe, which is who out there said Rangers suck?
know,
Which
right?
is a D4, so 12 slashing damage on the
Somebody
first
would tell
strike.
you that. Oh well, favored foe is from Tasha's or some shit, and that's new and it doesn't count.
Yeah.
How much is that? Sorry.
What did I say? 12 or 14?
12? 14. Yeah, you slash this indeed in half. And it falls to pieces.
I fall to pieces.
A kind of dusting of red pollen coats the ground as the flower on its vine falls as well.
I'll use my my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to the one that's on me.
Nice.
That is my turn.
All right. Tokens. Blood.
Yeah, put some blood on that thing. Do these vines have blood? Or is it more like,
They do now.
Juice.
yeah.
Sap.
Yeah, a little
Green-
sappy. A little
green
sap.
Little sappy bits.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh,
All right.
There we go.
Him.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one you were hunter's
Yes.
marking.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You used your bonus action to move the hunter's mark.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. It's my turn. So let us do this. Vidar, the one that has you grappled, it constricts about your leg. I will use, of course, more advantages,
Yep.
and does a 16 hit you?
Just hits.
Okay. So you will take that and that. Okay. Whoops. So we'll do one of these. So 8 piercing damage
Okay.
and 4 poison damage.
Okay.
It
12.
constricts and these long, like finger length thorns dig into your flesh through your leggings and your leg wraps. I don't remember what the leg wraps are called.
Leg wraps.
And they're like
That's what we
wool
call them back at the
things.
ranger
Happy
station.
McRappersons.
Yeah, Rappy
Absolutely.
McRappersons. And
What does
then,
this poison feel like as it courses through my veins?
a little like fire. Yeah, you see there's like a pulse. There's like a pulse of the flower, and some of this pollen, like it gets on in your wound and it like dribbles down, and then there's boop 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 boop.
It
That's
burns!
really how-
I need to make a constitution save for my hunter's mark.
Mm,
Oh, 6. That is
that's
not
less-
going to cut
that's
it.
Less good.
Yeah. So hunter's mark goes away. Oopsie. All vines.
Oops, all vines.
We're just
that's
all
the
playing
next
a
party.
vine,
Yeah.
like one tentacle each.
That's the next
Yeah.
party.
Oh boy.
And then that's 13.
That's just the first one.
advantages
That's just the first vine.
13 advantages left. And then these other 2 will attack you and miss. That one misses. And then this one,
Oh, yeah.
that's a 17?
Yeah, that'll hit.
It does 5 damage. as it swipes at you with its
Uh-huh.
vine bits.
Yep.
Yep. Astrid,
Yes.
you feel some constriction happening. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the other one. 2.
I would like to react.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
To the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
As the damage causes me pain, I don't know how much, but it doesn't really matter. As long as it causes me any pain, I will suddenly, my pupils will go to pinpoints as if I'm looking into a bright light. I will let out a gasp, and a invisible bubble of force will burst off of me. And anything within 5 feet of me that I choose, they're all enemies right now, will take some
So
damage.
these 2 vines.
I love that. What is this feature called again?
This is, hold on a second.
It's called Goth Girl 101.
Yeah, totally. This is Spread of Agony.
Agonizing.
When you hit, you can use a reaction to reflect agony onto creatures of your choice within a 15-foot radius. Oh, wow. Yeah, so if anything's within 15.
Yeah, you could get that one that was attempting to get Stieg as well.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So these 2 on
Yeah.
you, and then that one as well.
They have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So first, you will take 4 piercing damage and 4 poison damage as the first one, or as the one pierces you. And they will make. I was just gonna roll. Once, yeah, they fail a wisdom saving throw for sure.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So they take 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay.
So 3.
All right.
That's awesome.
And depending on if I'm using that runestone yet, it would be even more. What is the ruling on that? Like, have we done that yet, or are we waiting?
Yeah, technically this is a class. Well, so technically this isn't like a spell ability, right? This is a class ability.
It is true. It is my
Yeah.
class ability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that
Well, then
wouldn't
we'll
count.
stay
Yeah.
with the 3. They'll all take 3 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fucking badass.
Mhm.
Either way. But here, let me roll some more damage for you, though, as this other one also constricted against you.
And that's part of your class ability, right? So you're a Gothi of Baldur.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
rad.
her
Yeah, the
domain
agony
is
domain.
agony.
Agony domain.
Lots of psychic damage. Actually, it's a very sweet character class. A very dark cleric.
Yeah.
I love that.
So you'll take another 3 points of piercing damage and another 1 point of poison damage
Ay, ay,
as that one constricts against you. Let's see, and oh wow, yeah. This one disappears back into the snow, and you can you see it wriggling a bit, but then it becomes undiscernible. So I'm going to move it up here.
So it's off the battlefield essentially.
For the moment, it is.
For the
It is
moment.
hidden. It is hidden. In fact, from you.
Retracted.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Astrid, hello.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Yes. I would like to take this moment to cast spiritual weapon.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
You see a giant blue ghostly sword that is impossibly large materialize above me and just hammer down in a spike strike against one of these vines. And
That's pretty cool.
Bring it up. Where's my spirit weapon?
That's a pretty
Okay.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Very cool. Very American.
1d8 plus ability modifier.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Ostrid, if you could do that the whole time, maybe you should have done that from the beginning, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, but I have to do a spell attack first. So
Yeah,
let's
which you will get a +1 damage from, I suppose.
But a 1? What are you doing?
I rolled a 1 on that.
This
Not
was
like
good.
that. Not like that.
Yeah, not like that. It misses. It just stabs in the ground next to it. Perhaps I am like struggling too much.
Uh-oh.
That's just the comb of beautiful Baldur.
Death.
Yeah. That's just
that's the
that's
spiritual
a
weapon.
token I happen to have at the ready. Before we had character art tokens, I remember I had made these little icon tokens, so that will work for this. I've already dug around in my fucking folders for too many tokens. Yes. That was a bonus action. What else you got?
Oh yeah. If I can do a cantrip, then I will toll the dead on one of them that is holding me.
Oh, sure.
So
So it will make
that-
a wisdom saving throw.
yes. It is. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 1d8 necrotic, and if it's been damaged, which I think they've all taken 3, it
Yep.
gets 1d12.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Roll that damage because
That's
they're
so
fucking
good.
take some damage.
Okay, that's 3.
Plus,
1.
yes. So
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
It's a great
Um,
cantrip.
We'll do this. 1, 2. Which one would you like to do the Toll the Dead on? 1 or 2?
Oh man. 1.
Okay. That was 3 damage. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
So now they take it 6.
6.
That one.
Yes. Okay. Stieg.
All right, I'm going to pull out the runestone and fire off magic missile.
Magic
the-
missile.
Vine wrapped around Vidar.
Okay.
'Cause
All
it looks
three.
like
All
he's-
3 of them.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
he's struggling a lot with it.
I will point out, because I'm a benevolent and loving DM, that Astrid has 2 vines on her.
Yes.
Granted, Vidar is, of course, also surrounded by three total dudes.
Vidar looks more messed up to me though.
That's true. He is pretty fucked up.
So that's
I'm
that's what I
quite
was reacting
capable.
to. I see Astrid
Okay.
over there like firing off all this magical stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 3d4 plus 3.
Nice.
yeah. So that's a total of 9 plus 3, 12 force damage
Yeah.
to that one that's got him grappled.
Yeah. You vaporize. There's like a puff of flour and pollen and a little bit of poison sap, and it
I pull the runestone back and just
yeah, you nuke that one. 2 Tokens, blood, I guess. Fucking god, internet connection. Oh, I fucking hate you. There. There we go. Nice. What else?
That's it for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my distance.
Nice. Vidar.
Mm.
Yeah, this the one grappling you like explodes as these very familiar bolts of arcane energy slam into it. It feels really strange as the thorns that are in fact dug into your calf like vaporize.
I feel a release from the confines of these vines. Yeah, so Vidar is going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike. And then he is going to race forward to where Astrid is. And hack at the one in front of him with his sax.
Okay.
Let me just look at something here. Yep, here we go. Oh, that's not bad. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yes. It most definitely is.
So it will be 10 slashing plus favored foe. 11.
Tamer than it could be, actually.
Actually,
Tamer than it
hold
could be.
on. The favored, it's only 10. Favored foe does not transfer to other members of that type. It's just the individual. So yeah, it's just the 10.
Yeah, but it's already taken some damage, and it definitely is cut in twain. Indeed, as a God.
Vidar will just smile at Astrid. Hey, we're gonna make it.
Okay.
I think.
That's it. That's all you got.
Well, that was my bonus action. That was my attack and my movement. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah, and this other one snakes up out of the snow, attempting to grab around your leg as you say, "I think we're gonna make it." A 20 to constrict against you.
I
Or
will
to
contest
grapple
that
against you,
vehemently with an acrobatics deke. 22.
Ooh, yeah. You grab out of you step out of the way, deftly.
I'm definitely getting like a Tremors vibe, from this.
Yeah. In fact, these two that you had been engaged with before, similarly kind of disappeared down into the snow. You see them wiggle a bit, but then you don't see anything else. Mindu, you're all wet. Why are you all wet? This one, however, against Astrid, still has her grappled and will constrict. I think, but a 14 will miss.
I think I'm good.
All
Yeah,
right.
14 does not make it.
Yeah, it. You feel it tighten, but you're wearing armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your armor is strong in that place where it's tightening against you, working its way up your thigh. Astrid, it is your turn. What? They're fine. They're trying to grab you. This isn't
got,
like
got a
some-
little Evil Dead on us
it's not
here.
some like,
Um,
well,
That's what I'm
All
here
right.
for.
Is it my turn?
yes.
Okay. I am going to use my spiritual weapon to attack the one that is touching me.
Mm-hmm.
And that. Oh, VTT hates me today.
It really
Um,
is.
Ooh.
It really does. Yeah, so that does nothing. It does nothing. Why did I cast you? And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the vine that's touching me. So you just hear like cries of like what you feel like is ravens bursting from a tree, but there are no ravens visible. And yeah, like you hear it, but like it's impossible for it to actually be happening.
Mhm.
And that vine will take another 1d12. Oh yeah, 7 points of damage.
Nice.
My cantrip.
Yeah, it a 12 does not succeed its saving throw. And you said 7 damage this time?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it as well is it succumbs to the cries of the feeders on the dead.
The carrion birds.
And it falls.
Nice.
It falls by the wayside.
Wait, so like in Svilland, we've decided that all birds sound the same. So is it just the Svilland chicken voice?
It's the forest chicken.
Yeah, forest chickens.
Forest chickens.
Just so many of them, though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out all of the birds are. It's really just one guy doing all the voices for them.
They're
Mhm.
poorly controlled in this
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
The Wilhelm
Right.
scream for every
Right.
single
Yep.
cry.
Yeah.
yep. The will. I learned about that, and that is a super interesting, like movie history lesson. The Wilhelm scream, but that's neither here nor there for this.
Right.
Stieg.
So we still got one monster vine left, right? That's still
Yes.
terrorizing.
Yep. There's one.
That we can see.
There is one. Yep.
Yeah.
There's one left. There's only one left.
I don't
Surely
believe
the
you.
others will not come back.
I
I'm
will turn
scared.
the stone on that one as well and fire off another magic missile.
Nice.
Pew pew pew.
Come on.
Oh,
Right. So that's 4 and 3, 7 force damage.
7. Oh, that will vaporize that one because that was the one that was originally against Steve.
nice.
And that one is also vaporized. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, thank goodness. Now we are safe.
Yes. Vidar,
Yeah.
you're up, man. Unless Steve, I apologize.
Oh, no, I don't have anything else to do
Okay.
right now.
All right,
I'm going to stay
Vidar.
still.
Vidar looks around to see if there are any more of these creatures.
You would like to attempt to perceive.
Quick
Perhaps.
perception check. Yep.
Yeah. Here, let me double check one thing really quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Roll a perception for me.
12.
Here, let me roll against your perception. Brooks, you're clear. You're in the clear. Yeah, you've killed them all.
We should
1,
We should
2,
move
3,
from
4,
this
5. Yeah, that
place.
was it.
we should move away from here. And then he'll reach down and he had one of the blossoms, one of the flowers in his hand, and he hands it to Astrid. And he says, "What do you make of this?" And he hands you the flower.
Okay, I take it. Have I seen this before in any of my
Walk and talk.
experiences living with the
We walk and talk.
herbalist? Yeah.
Oh, when it's her turn.
No, my action is ushering her along.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. Give me Steve. Give me Vidar. Give me like an athletics roll.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
6.
6. You're not you don't have a future in the movie theater business.
Not right now,
indeed,
maybe.
Indeed, as an usher.
Oh.
I'll try again. I'm not one to give up on that career.
Yeah. You hand it to her and kind of try to move her along, and it's difficult to move a person when it's not their turn. But I gave you the option. I gave you there was a chance. There was a chance. I will let you, Astrid, though, if you would like to make a perhaps a nature roll, since you have you are skilled with herbalist kit.
I am not.
Okay,
but,
just a nature roll then. That's cool.
Yeah, but I've got a fairly good nature score. The BT didn't hate
Oh my
me.
god!
Yeah,
I
this
have
is
never
how dare
seen
you.
this before.
yeah. This is
Well, it happens to Stieg all the time, actually.
that's true. It's really true. Yeah,
Hey,
this
it's okay to
this
blame the
is-
VTT.
This flower is unlike any flower perhaps you've ever seen. Similar in some ways to a lily, and as you ponder it, as it would happen, these two vines burst up out of the ground and attempt to swipe at you.
No.
So that's a 19 plus on one, and the other one doesn't do so good. Hiya! 6 damage, piercing.
All right. Again, I kind of curl up and then convulse back and react with my special ability, Spread of Agony, and they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
A 17.
That I think is good enough. That might. Yeah. Hold on, where's my?
Yeah.
Okay.
That succeeds. So they do not take any damage from that. They feel really bad.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're questioning their choices. And it's your turn.
Yeah. All right. I am going to use my spiritual weapon to attack the one at the bottom here. And oh man, BTT, what
Come
is happening
on.
today?
Yeah, what's your bonus to hit?
My bonus to hit is 6, so that is 14.
Yep.
Pretty good.
That
Yep.
does hit.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, good.
They're vines.
Okay. Well,
Granted, they are
They're angry vines.
animate vines. They're angry vines. Yeah, it's a new game coming to your iPhone devices soon. Angry Vines.
right. So that is
4 plus 4, so 8.
8. Does that count as a plus
9
1? 9.
for my
Yes.
plus 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, your beautiful sword, your divine weapon
Finally hit something.
slashes it in twain.
Beautiful. Then I will toll the dead at the other, fix
Okay.
my gaze upon it, and extend my hand towards it. And the cry of the forest chicken is already. And that one will be. Toll the dead has that one taken
Defense.
any damage?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it has. Sorry, it has. Then I get this one. Yeah.
Nice.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Ooh.
With that, my friends, with the final ringing of the cries, a cacophony, a veritable murder of ravens
Forest chicken.
rings out across the forest, and the last of these vines falls to pieces amongst the snow. You cast about, assessing yourselves, your wounds, your surroundings, and indeed, Vidar, perhaps your heart sinks a little bit as you realize that vines in the snow were not the only trick Rangorn played on you today, as you do not think that this is where you were before. And that, my friends, is where we will end tonight. Join us next week as we find out what happens when you get attacked by vines and then get lost in the forest while looking for a forest lady who will show you how to get to a haunted village. This is all great. Everything is going smooth. And perhaps Constantatious, that's not a fucking word. Michael will be back, whatever that word that you used about his face. Constipated.
Sorry.
Yeah. Constipated Michael will be back.
Concentrated.
I have
Concentrated.
bad news. Well, the good news is we're alive. The bad news is I'm severely wounded. Gundur is apparently paralyzed, and we're lost. See you next week.
Poisoned?
I am.
Nobody is poisoned. You took poison
Okay.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that could make this better, guys, is to give away something.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Luckily, we have a mechanism for just such a thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So anyone watching, of course, we are giving away
Constipated.
we are giving away a PDF of the core, the revised core rule book for the Svilland campaign setting, recently revised as part of their 1 to 20 campaign Kickstarter that they just finished, Freya's Tears.
There we go.
So all new art, some mechanical revisions, some language cleanups, the sorts of things that you do when you revise a book that is already great and make it even better. So you'll get all of the great things, many of which you saw today, that you can win, and indeed play with in it by itself or add to your own games in the manner with which you choose. Because of course, as always, nobody will come to your house and tell you how to play your own game of fucking D&D, because those police don't exist, no matter what the dark side of Twitter tells you, or the D&D 5th edition Facebook group. Just don't go there. It's a cesspool of scum and villainy. It really is. It really is.
We're
There are
just
some
trying
nice
to give
people
away
there,
stuff.
But it's bad.
Everybody likes free stuff.
Hey,
so-
we've got something free to give away.
So join the giveaway here.
Ashley, would you do us the honor of a 5-second countdown, please?
I will. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Vamp Wickman.
Vamp Wickman. Don't you already have
that
this?
You
guy
win
always
everything,
wins.
this guy.
Because he's a winner.
Oh, congratulations, Vamp. Alrighty, I will get in touch with Vamp and make sure that Vamp gets this giveaway item.
Yeah. Remember, through next week, next weekend, we are raising money for the Operation Supply Drop charity in association with the Games Tavern. We'll be running a game right on their channel with some of these faces here. Help us raise money to benefit veterans and their families, and also enjoy wonderful D&D while doing that. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Remember, we're also doing some special games next weekend, Friday and Saturday. It'll be during the day, like 11 o'clock for Gameholcon. Join me. We'll talk more about it later. We'll see you on Wednesday for Michael's first game into the Isle of Endless Fog.
And
Wow,
you
we're
won't
all
have that
about
face.
fucking fog lately, aren't
A
we?
lot of fog
I know.
going on.
Holy shit. Anyway, have a good weekend.
And before you go, guys, we're gonna go ahead and raid into TTRPG Academy. So
Yeah.
thank you for being here. Let's hit them with some emotes and give them some love.
Yeah,
Thanks
let's
again.
burn their village down.
With
Oh.
love.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
sorry, different
a
kind
love,
of raid.
a
Different-
love burn.
I'm still in
Ooh,
the
love burn?
Svilland. I'm still in the Svilland mode. Sorry. We'll be
All right.
seeing you, everyone.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Here we
Joining
go.
Weep, weep.
That's all right. We'll get them next time.